was able to get away.
I saw a lady's footage. I hope she uploads it to YouTube on her cell phone. The cop shot video of that video with their camera, running with those vampires helping him, climbing on a dumpster and jumping in somebody's backyard.
I believe it. I believe it 100%. But mainly, you know, we don't want to get all the way off on this stuff because it was a day to come out and bring attention to the things that were happening in our communities, because we all know hashtag Black Lives Matter is being used to bring attention to police brutality, which very much is real and happening. But the thought was,
but they siphon it off to Soros support and to fund these groups.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is it's these people that are running the thing to reform the cops, not to reform them, but to have a violent revolution.
Yeah, they do want a violent revolution until they actually are met with somebody who can stand against them. Because you noticed, Alex, you were right there in the middle of it. You know, these guys, they bow up, they link arms, they come in there looking for a fight. And then we said, okay, you want to fight? We'll give you one. And then they decided to run off. So, I mean, if these are the guys who are trying to take over our country and they think they're going to do it with some type of violence, I think we're very fortunate that these are the type of people we have to contend with, because they're not looking for an actual fight. When they see somebody who's actually willing to stand against them, they just scurry off. And you notice the people who remain, they just sheepishly stood there by the fence, you know, hoping that nobody would mess with them for the rest of the protest.
Well, then let me go further, and then I want to expand on this with Anthony Gucciardi and Jakari as well, covering the pro-life demonstration that was attacked by communist vampires, is the only way to describe it yesterday. And we're going to play some of the clips of I Love Satan, I Love Killing Babies, all that coming up in just a moment. But I simply saw them running off, and then when our cameras followed them, they would go sit down. I said, oh, they don't want us to follow them because they're linking up with the vampire who's hiding in the woods, the guy that went and jumped in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
He ran over to the Quick Lube and climbed over the dumpster and literally jumped over, you know, those concrete walls that divide neighborhoods from the highway, 290. And so I wanted to find him because the cops wanted to arrest him.
Yeah.
I told the cops, I'm going to go find him. I'll call you. So I had the guy's phone number. The cop said, okay, I'm waiting over here. We went over to go find him. Now they've put out stuff saying I'm putting out where they live and I'm coming after them. No, the guy assaulted us and broke my microphone.
On camera.
We're pressing charges. We're sending all the video to the police. Nobody's coming to your houses but the police, okay? So then they go, we're going to publish where Alex Jones lives, and then they say all these places I don't live. I don't live in the Amelie downtown. I don't live at this poor Alex Jones guy who called me 4 years ago over other stuff and said, please tell people that you don't live in Westlake and that there's 10 Alex Joneses in Austin. I have people every week at my house, please. And I said, sir, they won't listen. So I know an Alex Jones guy that works for AP that moved out of Austin.
Wow.
Because of it. I think his website's Silver Spider or something, for these idiot groups to actually call them and find out. I mean, you're really messing with different people. I mean, that's what's insane. That's what's totally crazy, is that they sit there and they say where I live as if I'm afraid. I mean, I've got a fence, a gate, dogs, and guns. You people ought to be afraid coming around my house. I mean, I know you're into death and everything, but let me tell you, anybody comes to my house around my family, yeah, there's the poor Alex Jones has been harassed because of me and others. That's not me, folks. If you got a death wish, come around my house. I mean, there's not going to be any playing games. I'm going to warn people right now. I will protect my family.
I think everybody will. And that's what they realize.
Yeah, you're not too worried, are you?
No, not at all. If it's those guys, you know, I don't think I have much to worry about.
Anthony Gucciardi, what do you think of these people?
You know, as a lover of humanity and a proponent and a researcher of self-development, which is really just going and intellectually trying to figure out how we can help humanity and the things that we can do to advance the race as a whole, you know, it really concerns me when people resort to dirty tricks. So they're not coming out and they're not saying, Alex, you know, I disagree with you because of this. So they're not actually saying anything to forward us in any way. They're just literally siphoning off energy. They're coming and siphoning off your energy, attacking you, assaulting you, stealing your microphone, and then threatening you online that they're going to show up at your house. And
saying I did that.
And then saying that you did that.
Oh, they're not communist either. I mean, everything they say is a lie.
It's ultimately, it's funny you use the word vampire, because remember, a vampire, what they do is they suck blood and they suck life force from someone because they don't have enough of their own. Ultimately, they die without stealing a life force system. So if a vampire...
See, I'm the opposite. I'm just flowing with life force. I mean, I can't even handle it. I got so much. Well, I'm not bragging. It's just like...
Isn't that the essence of passion?
Well, right? Women just walk me on the street my whole life and just go, man, I'm not bragging. They just go, what do I feel? It's called life, and these guys don't have it.
What they could have is a real passion system if they actually found reality and found life and found the love of humanity, but instead they choose to side with the opposite of that, which is a vampiric style of evil in which they have to siphon energy to exist.
And it's this spirit we're fighting, whether it's in gangs, thugs, the police, whoever. It's a spirit. It's good versus evil. It's not black or white. It's good versus evil.
Yeah, and it felt good to be out there opposing those guys because we weren't really so much anticipating that. I didn't know how many people were going to show up because right before I went to Cleveland, it was raining pretty hard all throughout the weeks leading up to that. So I didn't know. Thought maybe.
I said I got a feeling we're pulling trigger next Thursday.
Yeah.
Rain or no rain, we're going out there. I said about 100 people will show up.
And no rain, and everybody came out there and it was a great time.
We're going to come back and play some of these clips where this woman says she kills her babies. And this is while David Knight's wife is trying to just talk to her sweetly. And it's just the hate of these women. And you get around the feminists and these people, this is who they are. To a woman, they are lovers of death, clothed in black, like the black drapes that they don't even have the honor to put over the dead bodies of the chopped up children. To hijack the George Soros anti-police stuff. Again, not that we're for some of the police problems. You're not going to reform it, funneling energy and media coverage in to empower community organizers from the Marxist left, and that's who they are. By the way, these vampires aren't exceptions and the nastiest of the nasty. They are the nastiest of the nasty, but the nastiest of the nasty is the common denominator when you go out to these events. They look the same, act the same, whether it's New York City, whether it's Denver, Colorado, whether it's Austin, Texas. They always say, I love killing babies, I love Satan. I haven't gotten to the I love Satan clips yet. We'll try to cue those up. I've got so many clips, but here is the lady talking about how she kills her babies. Here it is.
Kill babies, I pay for that.
You know something?
Here's her boyfriend bragging about 50 babies.
I get free abortions on demand without apology.
You are wicked as
Yep,
hell.
and I'm going to hell. Yeah, I still pay to kill babies, though.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How do you get your abortions paid for?
I pay for them.
I thought
Really?
you
How
said
many do
free.
you pay for?
Upwards of 50.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you must make
I
a
raise
lot of
money from the community for it.
Oh, you don't use
Yep.
your money? You multiply your efforts, huh?
Why are you so worried about a zygote? And ultimately, your sympathies do not lie with black people. They lie with your racist, white, middle-class agenda, and that's where it will always lie, and you will be destroyed holding that line.
Okay, I adopted 2 children.
Oh, good for you, white savior. Aren't you so proud? You're
They're not white. He's
Exactly, he's not white. Exactly,
He's
you're a
not
white
white.
savior. You think that it is the white man's duty to fix everybody's problems, right?
How many did you adopt? How
How many did I adopt? I kill my kids.
How
How many did I adopt? I kill my kids.
I kill my kids.
And we're not really editing that because right after that, the other one jumps in. Is it in the longer clip towards the end where they deny that they're communist? And then we show their faces from their own
that's right.
Facebook. And then the other one says, look at my big such and such. We can't play it on air. Look at my underarm hair. Oh, I'm a feminist and I love Satan. Do we have that?
Yeah, we'll have to script to it, but it's into that
All
long
right. Well, as soon as you find the I love Satan goblin, the goblin creature, we'll go to that. Anthony Jakari, watching that. I mean, we've got a bunch more of this we haven't gotten to. Do they realize how evil they look?
I don't know if they realize exactly how they portray themselves, but it reminds me of this article that Kit has out right now. Communists call for Red Terror murder campaign to exterminate America's middle class. Because as you saw in the clip when she was talking to David Knight's wife, it's you racist, white, middle class person. She doesn't know her from anybody else, but she just comes out with this rhetoric that rolled off her tongue quite easily, which makes me think it's a talking point that she says at a somewhat regular
That's
basis.
the classic feminist thing they teach everyone at UT and every other university. That's what they teach.
Yeah, exactly. And you could tell that by...
Well, it's a power trip. I mean, here's some middle-aged white lady who went and saved a girl out of a starving in an orphanage. She was literally malnourished. They kill a lot of them in those orphanages. They went and saved her. She actually did something humanitarian. Now she's a great, educated, sweet 13-year-old who was out there. She doesn't have to do anything. She just has the moral high ground over her elder, says, you're scum. I'm somebody. You didn't go adopt somebody because you love children. You did it because you're bad. You did it because you're white.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
They believe that,
That's
too.
sick.
Just feel
No,
sorry for
you
them.
should have just killed your babies. That's moral, Jakari. How dare you save a Chinese girl? How dare you kill them, kill your babies? It's liberal. shut down people's signs, take away everything, and hail Satan. It's liberal. Just let us have your guns, they say, though. Just turn those guns in. We're going to take real good care of you. You know, that's what they say. They want our guns. They can have their way with us. They are vampires.
Thank you for listening.
We'll be back.
GCN.
They want to put us in re-education camps. We're going to play that
Visit
clip coming up.
GCNlive.com
More with Jakari Jackson
today.
and Anthony Gucciardi. Say that again. Who do you love? Oh my God.
I love Satan, so you.
And you're not Stalin supporters?
I can't. No, I'm not. I'm a anarchist, sir.
Where do you get these thoughts from?
Hold on. So there's not a Facebook with you saying you love Stalin?
Off of me. Go away.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Go away. Go away.
How many did I adopt? I kill my kids. Ultimately, your sympathies do not lie with black people. They lie with your racist white middle class agenda, and that's where it will always lie, and you will be destroyed holding that line.
It needs to be smacked. Capitalism is
You own that label. You are a misogynist. You are a misogynist.
Oh my God, look at my women.
Wait a minute. You marching a Black Lives Matter thing with a hammer and sickle? Is that you? We're just asking.
Are you hearing that? Are you talking
We have the footage. We're just asking you. That's I'm reading it with a red
That's really impressive. The alien that is to you. That's really impressive.
Hey man, it's just lizard
You're something else. Lizard people. I've never met an alien before. What's it like? Which planet? What do they sound like?
Schizophrenia is serious, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You should
You gotta
probably
watch
take
out for the voices in your way.
Anyways, do you have any language skills other than cuss words?
More evil than Gollum.
No, more pathetic than Gollum.
More pathetic than Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. You don't want to talk?
Not to you.
You just want to block everybody else's microphones?
I don't want to talk to you. Why the would I want to talk to you?
You sure came out here and you sure made fools of yourself, so thank you.
I think it's interesting about this, Alex, and I've encountered this a lot. When I go out to these demonstrations, I meet people who are anti, whatever the cause may be. They have to come up with just something ridiculous. Like you heard the girl in the clip saying, what's it like to meet an alien? I was like, I've never claimed to meet an alien or Bigfoot or all these other things that they concoct in their minds to try to destroy
She
our
didn't
argument.
understand that Alex had been speaking with the producer in an earpiece, saying, "What's that, producers? What's going on?" And she's like, "What are you speaking to aliens?" And what's so interesting is you notice none of those
Because they don't know how anything works.
There's no substance in it. There's no actual substance in what they're saying to you. They're just cursing at you and cursing at you and telling they love Satan and they want to kill babies. I mean, and they're like, we're going to win. We're going to destroy the white middle class. Oh, okay. How are
Those
you gonna
guys,
do
yeah,
that?
it's the real A team out there. I hope they put those guys out there.
But I tell you what's scary, a lot of them will end up like running federal departments and stuff. You watch, it's those people. In fact, we have the Larry Grathwold clip where he's in with the weathermen that trained Obama, and they're talking about putting us in re-education camps. I mean, they actually have North Korean and Maoist propaganda running around with posters. I mean, we can laugh at it, and I know it's funny at a sick level, but they were on their phones going, we're not allowed to leave yet. Okay, is that what he says? And we've tracked him back to this UT professor that does have money behind him and is Soros connected.
I mean,
So this is their jobs.
There was a guy driving around in a Jaguar waving money out the door to the
An $80,000 one.
Yeah, waving money out, which we speculate it makes the most sense. He's saying, hey, whoever causes the most trouble, gets some cash. And not to mention, I've been downtown having some dinner one time when they took over. It's so funny they accuse us of taking over Black Lives Matter. They infiltrated the Black Lives Matter
And led
protest downtown and put communist propaganda in it. Basically saying, kill all cops, kill pigs. And here the cops are. This was the most ridiculous part.
They were being nicer to them because they thought they were...
Driving on their bicycles behind them, saying, it's okay, guys, no big deal, let's not cause any issues. And they're like, kill cops, pigs, cops. And they're like, well, hey, guys, let's make sure. And they blocked off all the roads for them. They blocked off all the roads.
Yeah, we saw it went out there.
Yeah, and the cops are super nice. Kill all the cops, kill the pigs. And yeah, you're going to destroy the white class Americans, right? Sure, with your amazing ideology of Mao, who killed 84 million, and they have tattoos of Stalin and.
Final comment, Jakari. Great job, Anthony. Final comment.
I'm just happy everybody came out today or came out yesterday, and we saw the true colors of those communists.
Everybody loves it when you jump in front of me when I'm about to fight that guy.
They've been messing with old men and young ladies. I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, you guys want to fight? Then let's fight.
What were you going to do if he hit you again?
I would have did what I had to do. I didn't provoke the guy. I said, you need to stop what you're doing. If you take a swing with it, it's going to end there. And he decided not to do that.
Well, I wish he would have. Net neutrality faces First Amendment challenges because it's not really net neutrality. World's oldest person dies at 116. I'm reading Drudge Report headlines. A lot of these are up on